And I would love to welcome Betty Gaudier. I practiced saying that. So Betty Gaudier is a mobile engineer who builds beautiful and user-friendly iOS apps with diverse and inclusive teams for Van Moof in Amsterdam. She has worked in engineering roles from entrepreneur to engineer and in disciplines from electronic systems to mobile applications. Trying to lower the barrier of entry for aspiring developers, she participates in talks and also mentors iOS developers. Fun fact about her, she is French, but she has never seen frogs or snails on her plate. So welcome, Betty. Thank you so much for teaching this workshop here for us today. I'm going to stop screen share so you can get started when you're ready.
Thank you. We thank you very much, and for all, and also thank you, Priscilla, to be there as a WW Code front end leadership fellow, and I will beginning to share my screen. This one. Up. You see.
Yes, we can
this
see
is
it.
You see my screen. So we have decided with volunteer teams at Women Who Code Mobile to begin weekly study group, and please give feedback in order to align with your wishes on it. So first, I would like to thank Sierra O'Brien, our mobile fellow, and she's really wonderful because she trusts us, and she believes in our ideas. It's been a long time since I proposed her, and she said, let's start, and thank you, Sarah, for trust us. Yes, and also thank you for all of you. Do not hesitate to ask question, and yes, feel free. It's I will present you the spirit of this it's not a talk, it's a study group. So this is the spirit of these events. So do it together. I will make mistake. Sure, it's like a demo, so mistake everywhere. Feel free to ask a question, all kind of questions, and we will go step by step. I want this to be a lot of kindness inside. We will use Apple Learning Platform. There are all of lot of way to learn SwiftUI. We have chosen Apple because Swift is in Apple SDK, so we have to choose and to start. Join also our Slack group. It's really a cool moment to share and to ask questions, and to Women Who Code Mobile group Slack group is really. I am in the organization since a few years now, and wow, it's like a breath for me to have discussion in the Slack. Also, the spirit of this group is to give you routine. For me, it's work. Routine really work for workout, for coding, and so yeah, give you a routine each week, step by step. On the thematic of SwiftUI, and yeah, feel confident. Yeah, be cool. What is the goals of this group? It is to learn the basic of SwiftUI and UI Kit, to create an iOS app, but the basic of SwiftUI. You need to know how to code and to know basics of Swift. I will
Ready,
say it. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but I don't know if you want to fix this real quick. Your background to me is backwards, so I don't know if you want to try the other one. Does it look backwards to you? Your Zoom background.
No?
No?
Is there a problem? No?
Oh, no, there's no problem with your presentation. I just wonder if you want to switch your Zoom background, but it's okay. Yeah, don't worry about too much. Sorry.
I said ask questions, so you do it. Yes, the goals and concretely, don't, over the weeks, we will build an app. It is called Schrödinger, and it's an app to manage daily meetings, Scrum meeting. And here you can find the link. Each week we will approach one chapter of the Apple tutorial. I will show you exactly the input of this SwiftUI series. The input are the chapters, are the weeks. 8 weeks, 8 input, 8 chapters. The first one, though, so if you click on the link, Apple link, it is exactly this presentation. So the first today we will starting by explain a bit of SwiftUI main principle, okay, and also to explain concept of stack view in SwiftUI.
Oh,
and
that slide with the links. Did we already share that? Or I can drop that off. Is it the slides that you gave me earlier?
This link.
Okay. So if they tap on that, they'll be able to get to it.
Yes, but I will also have part of the screen with Xcode and the other part with this link.
Okay.
So if you do not click on, you will be able to follow.
Okay, great.
So you can made this Apple tutorial before these meetings, but we can also do together. Feel free to do the way that you have the time to do it, and also if you want maybe to not to code at the same time. So today we will do this part of it is called SwiftUI Essentials. Next time we will creating a view, card view. After that, we will do navigation and modal presentation, and then passing data, state management, because there is a lot in SwiftUI of gestion of state management. And on the 6th one, we will do persistence and concurrency. After, on the 7th, drawing. It's also interesting how to see how easy it is to make a wonderful drawing in SwiftUI. Much more easy than the UI kit, and also another way of data flow. We will make recording audio. So the input for today are SwiftUI Essentials, and the agenda is first presentation of the app that we will build each week, and the basic of Swift, what you will have to know to be really comfortable with this weekly meetings. Also SwiftUI overview, and as I said before, we will using stacks. During this, I would like to make it more than a conversation, that a lonely talk, but really feel comfortable to interrupt and to ask questions on the chat or directly, like we also do. And Navati, we and I will answer you, because Navati is here also. And first, starting with this Scrum Digger. A presentation of the app. At the end, you will have an app with a Scrum list. Methodology, agile methodology, and maybe and at your work you have already practiced it. So the main screen will be a summary of each user daily scrums. And the user will be able to tap on an arrow, and it will display the details of the Scrum. Also, the user will be able to add information on this list. So if you already know the way to do it in Swift, it's really interesting to know the way to do it in SwiftUI. Second main screen, it's about detail and the ability to edit this screen. So here you will find more information on the meeting, duration, and you can personalize with color and the list of the attendees, and a lot of detail. The third screen. First mistake, Betty, it's missing the proper screen. So this one will be with drawing, and you will see how to do progress view, not progress view, but progress bar. Progress view, it's not the same. Progress bar on the screen, and currently we use it a lot in application, all kind of application. To show timer, and to show all the kind of measure that you want to have to display in a simple way. So yeah, not the good screen. Sorry for that. What about the basic of SwiftUI? It's important to already understand how to know how to be able to write code in Swift, to understand the basic. That is the prerequisite of Apple, of the Apple Learning Platform. That's the reason why I put it here. But also, I met a lot of people who start an app in SwiftUI without knowledge in Swift, but you will be more comfortable on things like closure, and to be able to understand the way Swift is acting. So if you are already experienced in Swift, it's better, but for that you have resources. If you want to improve between two sessions, for example, your knowledge on it, you have the famous Polotson hacking with Swift with the 100 days in Swift, and also in SwiftUI, but this is for Swift, and also the documentation, the official documentation of Swift, swift.org. Here, if you want to have precision on what is a closure, what are the basics, I will share this document on the Women Who Code Slack channel. So feel free to click on the link. Oops. Yes, SwiftUI overview now. SwiftUI is declarative framework. Really, maybe most important things. A lot in SwiftUI, you will meet a lot of structure and a lot of the way of writing code is like in Swift. I mean, with a Russian-doll principle, with nested code, but you have a lot of declarative way of coding, and it's important to remind. Yeah, and also as I said, it's a decorative syntax, so a lot of structure inside. Oops, sorry. So now we will start to code, but just before, I would like to introduce what are the stack views in SwiftUI. So there is 3 main stack views, which are first the vertical stack, which show a view in top to bottom list. Here you have an example, top to bottom, item 1 to item 10. And I also put the documentation, the link for the documentation in the Apple website. You have the H stack. So it is a view arranges its children into horizontal lines. So you can mix both. You can have a V stack in H stack in V stack. And the third one is Z stack. It's a view that overlays its children, aligning them in both axes. Interrupt me if you want, if you have questions. So here a summary of what are stack overview. I found this in the blog, so I put the link here. So the V stack, top to bottom, the H stack, left to right, and the Z stack. So the Z stack will take. It's often used to have the ability to take all the place on the screen, all the place available. So let's go together. We try to split my screen. Sorry. I will share all the desktop. It will be easier. It's the demo part, so everything is not smooth. Here it is. This is the tutorial. I call it like a learning platform from Apple, and here I will follow each the step. So I open Xcode. I will create a project. using the, I will try to put it. Do you see my screen correctly with Xcode on one side and the Apple website on the other side?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you. Thank you. Maybe you see this part too much. Okay, so create a project using the iOS template. That's okay. Here, you say next. You said you put the name of, maybe a lot of people already have done it. You unstick test because it's so easy to put after even core data or CloudKit or test. It's so easy to put after. So be careful about SwiftUI, not storyboard, and Swift, Scrum Dinger, yes, and that's it. Next, I will put it on my desktop. Oh. Okay, and choose a location to save your project.
Betty, can you make that text bigger? You can do it automatically with Command plus. Yeah, that will make it easier for people to see. Thank you.
Thank you, Rui.
Perfect.
So now import SwiftUI. As you can see, it's exactly the same. Open content view. I'm in it. You also have the preview. Here they say refactor. Click on the content view to choose refactor. Rename. I heard that when we do it in Swift, it do not like when we rename content view, and sometimes it's scratch, but we will see. You can also rename this one. You can also rename the preview here.
Do you think it might help to show the preview window, how that works real quick?
On the right side, you mean?
Yeah, I usually show it on the right side, but also show it updating live, because that's one of the kind of the nice benefits of SwiftUI is to be able to use that preview window. So I think, yeah, you can, let's see. Where you know how the preview window, it says resume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very long.
Yeah. So sometimes, hopefully, it won't take very long.
So here, everything is renamed. If I follow the way of doing of Apple, yeah, okay. I don't know if I can put. I would like to keep the same way of doing of on the left. So you can also rename. I did it. Replace the content of the existing body with progress view. So it is this one up. Progress view, and it will propose me value and total. It's auto completion, so I put 5, and here I put 15. You will use the progress view to display the percentage of time elapsed during the scrum. So now he say to resume to display the preview. As I already, the preview is hidden. Okay. When you select a SwiftUI view in the project navigator, the Canva open along the side editor. I chosen on the above side. So here, the way of SwiftUI we have two choices to have a shortcut, and I said command click, and we have a menu with embed vstack, and it does the job for us. But we can also put vstack and curly braces on the top and curly braces after. So here he showed the shortcut way of doing. So as I showed you before, the way of acting vstack, V for vertical, and here create is say, I'm following the recommendation, the tutorial, create a hashtag. So I create hashtag, and I had a text. So easy to do with parentheses, and my content, I said seconds elapsed. Your code stay update. The cool thing with SwiftUI is that you do not have, theoretically, you do not have to start simulator, but it's really depend on what you are working. Small app with 2 or 3 screen, it's possible, but bigger app, you have to really need to have your canvas open. But it's even in bigger app, it's really interesting to be able to have the view updating alive. So as another text view with the second value. So maybe I forget the vstack. H-tag, I don't know where embed text, embed. So he asked me to embed my another command click in a vstack, this one. And after that, we could add a label. Cool thing on a label is that it's a text with an icon. So I put label. Is everyone here? I heard no one. I feel alone. Do you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
you.
I see nobody. So admit people.
Do you want to give people a few seconds if anyone have any questions? Up to this
Yes.
point?
Yes. Nobody want to interrupt me, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
See, anyone have any? What questions do people have right now? Are we good? Okay.
Could you explain?
Oh yes, Kayla's question.
Yeah, could you explain system image for somebody who may not know? Like, what does that mean?
Oh, Michaela, do it. You're really strong. I know your background. Do it.
So for anyone who doesn't know, we have the label and there's a system image and it says hourglass bottom half dot fill. That is what is called an SF symbol, which is just a bunch of different symbols, meaning pictures that Apple just made for like iOS developers, and you can use them in like any of your apps. So it's nice because you just have set images that you can use and drop into your project at any time, and it's all there like by default, and you don't need any kind of like third-party library to use them.
Yes, and the worst part of SF symbol is that you have to download the app. to find the icon and to find image. That's the side part. And we sometimes do not want to download, but yes, I love system image. And when you are working in a company, you don't need a SF symbol, because the design team give you the icon, more than give you, say it is this icon, this is this images. So yes, but thank you, Michaela. Thank you for precision. Other question? Is there another question? No? Yes? Okay. So I will try to continue. I'm sharing my desktop up. So yes, what Michaela mentioned is yes, the thing now in the label. Yes, so you can, in a label, you can choose between image that you import or image on the server, and yes, this one system image, and provide by SF symbol. Yes. So I continue. Add a label below the first text view with the title 300, and I hope I will take, in order not to make mistake, the good way of writing. So here above, in my so little canvas, you can see in live what we are coding. So after that, if we follow the tutorial, the image use, yes, here is SF symbol, one of the included SF symbol. And so add a label below the second text. So my VStack, maybe again, no, I had to create another VStack, but I don't believe that they are mentioned it. Okay, they do not mention that, for example, I can do the same here. So text, I put a text. So cool thing was when the auto completion is working in Xcode. It's a real pleasure. So I do exactly the same as before. So I add a text here and put it in a VStack with the command click. It is a VStack. Embed a lot of VStack, a lot of HStack. So here, and after that, add a label below the second text view. After that, I add label and also system image. So I choose the one with system image. Here, they ask me for a string of 300, and I copy paste, not because I'm lazy, just because it is not obvious to not to make mistake. Up. So here, so easy to add text, to add a progress view instantly in SwiftUI. Have you got a question, everyone? I don't see in the chat if there is question. Yes, no. I don't want to do the other part for the next week. So here are the beginning of the project, and I will put on the GitHub the link with a zip. I think it is simple to download fastly a zip and to follow all the step. And if we want to go back on the first week or the third week, you can easily take the zip on the GitHub. But feel free to say me if it is not the good way of doing. So here it is for the first session. Admit. And yes, if you have if you want to if you are happy with it, tell us on the Slack channel. If you think something is missing, we could add things. Maybe you want support for to level up or more understanding more Swift, and tell us. And yeah, so it's the first one, so we have to improve.
I'm going to drop your slides, Betty, for everyone.
Yes, on the Slack channel. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Women Who
And,
Code mobile.
Do we have any more questions for Betty? We have a few minutes. Let's see. Well, how would you feel about talking a little bit about the old UI framework, which is UI Kit, and then comparing that to SwiftUI?